Ideally, you don't want to be throwing the dart with the fingers. You want to be using muscle.
64. John number
Muscle
66.
can develop. Fingers can't.
Game shown the fourth leg.
Worley moves too clear in this contest, leading 3-1, needing just one more for victory in our opening match of the day. Brown looking at 1-4-3 to save it. Can't be done now. Worley 78 to win this opening contest.
93. John number 178.
They won the first leg, but that's kind of been as good as it's got for Keegan Brown in this game. And so Worsley's got 2 in his hand, a double 12 to complete a 4-1 victory in the opening match of the day. He gets the better of Keegan Brown and moves on to 8 points in the group. He's going to need to probably complete the card and hope for a collapse elsewhere if he's going to get into Group B, but he's off to the perfect start anyway. That's the tail of the tape. Can open up a 2-1 lead, and it could actually follow a similar pattern to the first match where Keegan Brown won the first leg on throw and then didn't win another leg ever since. And Harrison, with that 104 finish, has put himself 2-1 to the good, the first big moment of Wednesday.
Fourth leg, it's Andreas.
To the top corner of the treble 20, Andreas Harrison needs a couple of those. He's not going to get the first one. He can leave it handy.
100.
Andreas Harrison's fate here could be in the hands of Derek Coulson. He's not missed a dart at a double yet in this game. 2 from 2. 3 from 3.
On the sixth flag, Derek Coulson.
Big breaker throw, big leg. This is match number 2.
7 from final
and
leg.
we're talking about a very important leg. Could be 100% here, Derek Coulson. Yet to miss a dart at a double. Andreas Harrison is going to be there.
You require 32.
Just in case, tapping him on the shoulder.
So double 16 to move on to 18 points in the group, and Derek Coulson is oh so close to wrapping up this Group A. He gets the better of Andreas Harrison 4-3. The Swedes opened up a 3-1 lead in the contest, but have a look at that, 4 from 4 the doubles. It would be a bit of an upset, bit of a surprise. But Sorensen looking at double 18, can't be found, and so he didn't quite clean up the 156 last time, so still finding himself on a free darter to save the contest, but finds the treble to give himself a dart at tops. And when you have a dart, you have hope. Steve West still has hopes in this game. The 116 goes, and we go all the way to a last leg decider.
Should be getting at least a dart here for the match, Tony Sorensen. But West is going to leave himself handy. Leaves himself on the 116. The finish is just taken out in the previous leg.
25 leaves 36. And that is Tony Sorensen's third win of the week. And for Steve West, a defeat which pretty much ends his hopes of winning Group A. It's just about peer video which got trending on TikTok once upon a time. See, I was big on TikTok before even knowing Binks was.
Derek, you record 121.
Not always something to be proud of. Trending right now on TikTok is dogs eating dinner.
Okay, let's move on. Coulson hoping not to make a dog's dinner of this. Oh, he's not going to make a dog's dinner of it at all, because he's going to pin the 1-2-1, and he's going to square this game up at 1 apiece. And leg by leg, he is inching ever closer to winning this Group A. So would have a handier, healthier, heftier legs difference.
136.
So, 2 12s are left.
Don't get required.
Worsley on top, so there's a miss. It was a 14 dart in the previous legs. Really put his foot on the throttle when he's needed to. And it's back-to-back 14 darters and 2 apiece, which has seen Derek Coulson get the better of John Worsley 4-2. And that puts him on the cusp of winning this Group A. It's been a considerable drop in performance, and Steve West is picking up the pieces, and we go all the way to a last leg decider.
7 from final leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
So tops left, and tops is what West is going to look at to complete a 4-3 win. But he found himself 3-1 down in this contest. Keegan Brown got off to a red-hot start. But it's Steve West who was able to see the contest out. And that is a win which pretty much solidifies his position as a Group B participant on Thursday and Friday evening. 75 for Sorensen to level this game up at 1 apiece. Now then.
The second leg.
A cheeky little double-double for the Great Dane. And Tony the Tiger. That was great. Darts to win the leg, or win the match in this leg, was unable to do so, and Harrison has picked up the pieces, and now could be putting in the best leg of the match to get the job done. 81 left after 9 to complete a 4-2 win. We'll look at 15 because of his favourite double 18, and now looks at the ball and gets the ball, and that's how you finish a game off. And that keeps Andreas Harrison's faint hopes of winning this Group A alive. It wasn't his best performance, but he provided his best right for the last. A 12 darter. Well, as he misses this, then his outcome may well be laid out before him.
35.
Because if Steve West finds this 80, then he can look ahead to tomorrow night's action. And he may well do it with a tops. He will do it with a tops. And that's a top way of guaranteeing your place in Group B. May just be a poke at the ball here, but a chance nonetheless to take us all the way again. The bullseye.
61.
Doesn't go, and that could be curtains for this contest because Worley is looking at double 10 to complete a 4-2 win, and he made a real push towards the line. 14 dart to the move in front and then rallied towards the line. A 4-2 win is insurmountable because Steve West needed a couple of legs to guarantee Group B. Remember, he had trailed in this game by 2-0. And all of a sudden, he's 3-2 up with class, quality, and grit. The 116 is second ton plus checkout. And Derek Coulson now is doing a leg of winning the group. Well, this would be some way to pinch it. But he's not going to find the treble 18. And so Derek Coulson comes back. 3 darts in his hand, a double top to win this group. Derek Coulson and Portsmouth are a match made in heaven. And DC is once again into Saturday night. One of the premier players that the Live Lounge has to offer is back in the mix, and he'll hope back in the frame for a Champions Week appearance. He's beaten Tony Sorensen by 4 legs to 3.
Game shot on the 5th leg, Keegan Brown.
Eventually finds and eventually fires himself 3-2 to the good. Did not like that. And so Harrison here
41
to
get
the win 32. Is looking at 32 to complete a 4-3 win.
Game shot
and complete a 4-3 win he does. He beats Keegan Brown in a last leg decider. That's how the game went statistically.
2 on the doubles, 2 180s, 106 the average.
Well, Steve West shakes his head because he knows he is in a world of trouble.
World of trouble.
15 darter, 3-1 Coulson with an average of 105.6. Will not miss the dart at a double.
A bit easier this time, just 1 tops for 2 points.
Another 2 points added would mean that he'll go within a game of equalising the Group A record. He actually has the tied record for maximum points in Group B. Of course, he went through a campaign without defeat in a week. And he just continues to do dazzling things here, does Derek Coulson.
536.
Shouldn't question the showman
on the 4th leg.
ship of the guy when he tries to do the 180 171, 150.
Fifth leg, it's Andreas
That's a
to throw
3-1
first.
lead
Game on.
for the Swedes. And so this for a last leg decider. This for a last leg decider.
56.
Tops doesn't go. Harrison back to 10s to win it. Only needs the one.
Shot on the match.
And Andreas Harrison moves on to 20 points in this group, courtesy of a 4-2 win against Jonathan Worley. Surprised you haven't got. One maybe not so surprised you haven't got. As Sorensen looks at 136. Not to be this time, and so Brown back looking at 95 to
195.
open up a 1-0 lead in this contest. Goes bullseye first. He's going to get a stab at double 14 and get double 14 and to get the break in this game.
$60. Keegan Everett 102.
So 102 for Keegan to complete a 4-2 victory. He's going to get a dart at double 16. Well, that is a bit more like it from the Needle, who is just beginning to hit his straps. It's been a little bit patchy at times for Keegan Brown so far this week, but there was moments and glimmers, that was for sure. Occasionally I do.
Game shot on the
Harrison
third
feeding
leg. Andreas Harrison.
Probably doesn't surprise you, does it?
Fourth leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
You probably went there for work experience, knowing you.
The finish that he's made his own. But Steve, finding big stuff.
126.
And finding himself just
Andreas
narrowly in front in
121.
terms of the scoring stakes. But Harrison first poke on the 121. Treble 17. Gets it. Bullseye for the win. Bullseye for the win. And where have we seen that before?
Andreas Harrison.
Once upon a time, it was Cam Crabtree that was hit by that finish. And now it's Steve West that has been hoisted by the Harrison petard.
A rare miss on the big numbers here for Coulson.
28.
Doesn't mop it
Keegan
up.
Everett 68.
This is a chance for Keegan Brown. 68 for a breaker throw. For a bit of a cushion on the scoreboard. Put himself a leg away from victory.
Game
He
shot on the
finds it
fourth
nicely
leg.
there. Keegan Brown will have the
Keegan
throw in
Brown.
2 of the last 3 legs as well if he needs them. He's just become a
Fifth leg, it's
strong
Keegan to throw
favourite
first.
here.
Game on.
We've seen him take these sorts of shots before. Not on this occasion. Keegan Brown has got a chance to pick up
100. Keegan Everett requires
victory.
47.
Yeah, kind of against the tide somewhat, and it would mean that Derek will not be in the 28-point club. Keegan Brown seals a 4-3 victory against Derek Coulson, and that means that DC isn't going to end the group with 28 points to his name.
Wins today, beating Steve West. Good win for Tony Sorensen yesterday, beating Andreas Harrison 4-2 with a 96 average in that one.
138.
And a 4-3 victory over John Worley. That came on Monday. Both of the games that Sorensen has played, at the end of the day, he has won.
Game shot on the second leg. John Worley.
John Worley has different ideas
Third leg,
here.
it's John to throw first. Game on.
So then for a 4-3 victory, John Worley looks at double top.
40. Tony requires 78.
To keep the run going, to keep the streak alive.
Game shot.
Tony
and the
Sorensen
match.
with a 4-3
Tony
victory
Sorensen.
against John Worley in the final game of this Group A. For Tony, he's going to finish on 8 points at the bottom of the table. John Worley's going to finish in 4th. Quickly, wasn't it? Derek Coulson winning Group A, 26 points to his name, 4 clear in the end of Andreas Harrison on 22 points. And there's a big chasm between him and Steve West on 14. They're the two players in Group B. John Worsley, Keegan Brown on 10 points. Tony Sorensen at the bottom of the table. They'll be playing in Group C on Thursday and Friday. Confirmation of who they're going to be joining in Group B: Kevin Edwards, Kevin Paynton and Tommy Lishman. Group C, Robbie Long, Scott Baker and Barry Copeland. So that's what we've got to look forward to on Thursday and Friday.